Misinformation is nothing new. It has, however, become more ubiquitous and, in some cases, more difficult and time-consuming to debunk. The emergence of artificial intelligence, or AI, has made it even more difficult for social media users to separate fact from fiction. Our work at FactCheck.org aims to inform the public and debunk political falsehoods, but we can't fact-check everything. Here's our advice on how to identify bogus posts and factual distortions. Number 1, think before sharing. We have long advised our readers to be skeptical, not cynical. When it comes to online content, that means think twice before you share that social media post. We know this can be hard to do, particularly if the content evokes a powerful response in you and aligns with your beliefs. 2. Consider the source. Who shared the claim? What do you know about this person or organization? Do they have partisan or financial conflicts? What qualifies them to write or speak about the subject? 3. Evaluate the evidence. Does the person making the claim provide any evidence, such as links to articles, published research, or other sources? Are some sources mentioned, but no links provided? How credible is the evidence provided? If you suspect an image might be fake, then you can use a reverse image search engine, such as Google or TinEye, that might help you find the original. 4. Consult the experts. If you are still uncertain about the veracity of a social media claim, then you should consult the experts. A good place to start is Google, or the search engines of our site, factcheck.org, or other fact-checking websites. Those tips work well for many claims, but what about AI-generated images? Matthew Groh is a professor at Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management. He and his colleagues identified telltale signs of AI-generated photos for an article last year in Kellogg Insight, a school publication. Groh told us to, quote, search for contradictions, unquote, such as unnatural body parts, like extra fingers or limbs, or maybe bodies are merging into other bodies or the scenery. Odd objects. Look for oddities in the way body parts interact with objects or problems with the objects themselves. For example, the Kellogg Insight article included an AI-generated image of a person's hand inside of an oversized hamburger. Irregular shadows and reflections. In AI images, shadows may be cast in different directions, and reflections may not match the object it pretends to reflect. Nonsensical words. Jonathan Jerry is a science communicator for McGill University's Office for Science and Society. He explained in an article on the university's website last year that AI-generated images have trouble with words. For example, this image looks realistic, but the lettering in the background is unreadable. Think you can tell real photos from bogus AI-generated images? We've linked to the Detect Fakes test on the Kellogg School's website in the description. Unlike fake images, bogus video and audio are fairly new phenomena. Here's what we recommend for deciphering AI-generated audio and video. Look for contextual clues. Determine if the text of the post, or the audio or video clip itself, offers some contextual clues, such as where and when the words were allegedly spoken. For instance, one red flag in the case of a fake audio clip of Donald Trump Jr.
Honestly, if anything, the U.S. should have been sending weapons to Russia.
This is ridiculous.
Was the claim that the president's son made the remark about Russia on a February 25th episode of his podcast. However, Trump did not make any such comment during that episode. Listen for audio anomalies. The European Digital Media Observatory, a project of the European Commission, says to, quote, pay attention to choices of words, intonation, breaths, unnatural pauses, and other elements that can manifest anomalies, unquote. Like this robocall to voters of New Hampshire that purported to be then-President Joe Biden.
Voting this Tuesday only enables the Republicans in their quest to elect Donald Trump again. Your vote makes a difference in November, not this Tuesday.
Watch for quality of video. The EDMO suggests checking the quality to spot things like poor synchronization when the lips don't match the audio. Like this example from Unlock Learning of Presidents Trump and Barack Obama explaining equations.
Listen, differentiation, it means how much does the output of a function change as we change the input?
So look, if we go from here where x is 0 to just over here where x is 0.5, we can measure the slope by comparing change in y to the change in x.
Look for disclaimers. Some social media platforms, including Meta, TikTok, and YouTube, require users to add a label on AI-generated content. Check to see if the platform you're using has such a policy, and if so, look for the disclaimers. Thanks for watching, and we hope these tips will help you better navigate your news feeds.